a full year on the 4EVER SMP. We've done a lot on this server, specifically 10 episodes, and I was thinking it might be cool for new people to see all of those episodes stitched together. And that is right, I have made a movie of the whole experience on the 4EVER SMP. So why don't you grab a snack? You can put this on when you're studying, or when you're falling asleep. Well, this looks familiar. Everybody, and welcome back to the 4EVER SMP. Well, I can't believe that it happened, but it did happen. I got invited, and I said yes. So here we are. I'm gonna talk about what this means for our single player in just a second, but before I do that, as you can see, I'm still wearing diamond armor. This is the armor that they've created for all the guests touring the world. I am not keeping it. I want to earn my keep here, and that means starting from zero. So goodbye food as well. This, I believe Death Dealer gave that to me as I spawned in here. So I'm going to keep it. This is essentially the first block that I picked up in this world. So yeah, you know me. I'm nostalgic, kinda. So I'm keeping it. Is the sun going down? Oh boy. We better hurry. Right, food. Give me a food. Stop moving, food. Horses, no sheep. Oh, that's good. I'm not used to playing multiplayer, so I'm not used to people sleeping the night away. This is great. Couple of things I want to do at spawn here. And then I want to scout for a location. I've already got something in mind, and I think you guys are going to like it. I've built fairly big stuff in my single player world. What I've got in my mind right now is huge compared to that. And having viewed other people's builds in this world, they tend to build big as well. I just can't resist looking in chests. Don't worry, I'm not taking anything. I'm just checking it out. Okay, since there's a build there, I'm not going to take any of the lanterns. Usually I would raid the village. It's kind of in my name. But I'm not raiding this village because there's a build there and I don't want to mess anyone's plans up. Ow. Feels so nice to be in the early game again. Don't get me wrong, the late game is definitely enjoyable. But there's just something about the early game that just... You can't beat it. You really can't. Damn. Those damn crows. Let me know if you got that reference. Oh, that's funny. They've got the mob head data pack on this server. I forgot about that. Ugh, that means extra filters in farms. Yeesh. Not gonna lie, this is a little bit messed up. What kind of server did I join? What am I talking about? I'm a Viking. I approve of this. Does mean that there's no iron golem though, and I need a couple more bits for my chest piece. Of course there's a head in here. Right, so I was on my way, and then I realized how far it actually is. I came back to spawn here. I've got one hell of an inventory already. I'm thinking of borrowing this, going over there, getting enough obsidian for a portal, going on the nether roof, going to where I need to be, and then mine it down there. And hopefully I'll like the location. So I've got my obsidian, I've got my flint and steel. Hello, can I put this back? Yes, I can. Off to the place we go. Alright, let's see if we can have a look. Oh my god, the slow sneaking. That needs to be rectified. Okay. There's a mountain here. Look at this. Let's go on top of this mountain. Hopefully the surroundings will load in a little bit more then. Finally, a full village to raid. Took me long enough. I'm only like almost 10,000 blocks away. Oh, and I found a pillager outpost well, it's just over that mountain. And I got this. So now I can raid this village in proper style. Maybe I can find a saddle here as well. That would be good, because there's a horse here. Alright, that's village number 1. On to village number 2. And then we need to check out that oh, there's the outpost. Then we need to check out that location, because I'm very, very curious. I think I've got something special here. Alright, so, funny story. My voice and some game audio completely vanished while recording this episode. But don't worry, I'll catch you up on everything that happened. First, I grabbed some villagers from a nearby village. Along the way home, I found some sunken loot and went on a little bit of a treasure hunt. After that, I caught some foxes and I bred them. Then I proceeded to set up a sweetberry farm. After which, I put together a bamboo and a sugarcane farm as well. I used a pretty interesting clock using a boat and some pressure plates. Perfect for early game if you don't have a lot of redstone. Then I proceeded to make a villager breeder, luring the villagers with workstation. After I had enough villagers, I proceeded to make an iron farm as well. Next, I made a snow farm, because I need a lot of snow in the upcoming build. All of these farms I was able to make in one real-life day. So yeah, that was a successful day. On top of it all, I found a skeleton spawner, so I converted that into the farm. And I didn't fully realize this, but I needed slime blocks, so I made a slime potion, threw it on the skeletons, and I got pretty much all the slime blocks that I needed. Then I proceeded to make an ice farm that I found online. And now we're all caught up. Right, so I'm gathering resources as you have seen. I'd like to know here. Made some adjustments as well to the system. I'm auto crafting blocks now. Here we go. This is what I got from a full Unbreaking 3 diamond shovel. Completely broke, and that is what I got from it. So not a bad haul for one shovel. I think. Yeah, I got 2 more shovels here with Unbreaking. Nice. I'll just fill this chest up then. Because I don't want to end this episode without doing something decorational. I'm going to attempt to decorate the ice farm that we made outside. So I'm sure we can come up with something. It does look quite nice. But now we got to decorate this, or at least, you know, make something semi-decent. Alright, we're getting somewhere with this, at the very least. I've dug a little bit into this this hill. Might flatten it out completely, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But this is kind of the footprint of the building that I want around the farm. Not 100% sure how I'm going to complete it. Right now I've got an idea in mind. Once the walls are being made here, it will become more clear to me what to do next. But this is a temporary farm, believe it or not. Now, why am I decorating a temporary farm? Well, I think this farm is going to be here for a little while. I'm going to need a lot of ice in the future. I'm not aware of any better kind of farms that I can make. I kind of looked up a tutorial for this ice farm. In all honesty, it wasn't a very good tutorial. I had to adjust a lot. But we got there in the end. It's built. Mainly I needed to know how to make the flying machines. It's built now. There's probably better ones out there, but this is the best that I can kind of do right now. Plus, it's a temporary farm, as I said. Once I got my decent base going, I can make a better one. So yeah, let me focus on building up the walls. And I can kind of show you what my thought process was. And then I've got some plans for in here. One thing at a time, though, and probably time to sleep again. No one's on, so I'm having to sleep myself. Ugh. I haven't looked at this wall design yet, from afar. I changed some things from creative. I've designed it in creative, obviously, and then now I've made a couple of changes that I think would look nice. Let's just have a look from a distance, make an informed decision. Yeah, I do like that. The change that I made was the quartz. I don't know. Maybe I should put like something here. Or change it to the original. Let's change it to the original and figure it out then. And that. Yeah. Oh. I think I prefer this, to be honest. I kind of wanted to try the quartz because I'm thinking of doing a big snow build, and quartz is like the closest thing that has stairs and slabs that I can use to detail kind of the snow. Because obviously the contrast between the dark and the white is very nice, but sometimes I want to detail the white, just purely the white. I think this is very cool. I think we're gonna go with that. Oh yeah, I should take care of that at some point. That's one of the trapdoors from the flying machines. I forgot to put the stop here and it just kept going. Yeah. How is it looking? I haven't really got a good look at it. Oh yeah, I think that's going in the right direction. Definitely. Whew, we got a lot done on this episode. Yeah, I wanted to take my time with the episode and just get some basic stuff done, which I feel like I've definitely done. I mean, keep in mind, this is episode 1, but it's been, you know, a couple days of recording for me. I'm kind of feeling out the pace for these episodes. I want to get a lot of progress done because I want to build big on this server. So I want to lay in some infrastructure early on in order to get a fair amount of blocks whenever I need them. That block. Wrong. If you spot any that you think are wrong, just let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to correct it. There you go. A little bit of a look from different angles. Oh yeah. I like it. But you might notice that there's no real door anywhere. Let me show you how I get in, but don't tell anyone. Boop. Powdered snow. Can't see it from a distance, although you can see light coming through it. I might disguise that with some light resources like down there. Yeah, so cool. I'm really happy with what we've done this episode. It's a good first one, I feel. Second one, I'm hoping to get started on the main idea that I had, the main base that we're going to build in this world. Again, this is a temporary setup. I have a feeling that this is gonna go because one of the builds that I'm planning potentially will go here, and then this will be in the way. Nothing really on the inside yet. I might tackle that in the next episode. I am planning to put some autocraft features on this, and I'm thinking of putting a secondary farm in here. But yeah, I think that is all that I've got time for. Can't really do my typical fly away thing that I usually do for the outros. So it's just going to be a walkie one. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching the first episode of this new series. Let me know what you think about it, how you think we can progress in this world. I am definitely happy to be on this server because there's a lot of awesome builders here, and I hope I can learn a lot from them. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. My last upload was over a month ago. I know, where have I been? Have you been taking a break? No, I haven't. I have been very busy, in fact. I've got such a good episode coming up for you guys. There's a lot of progress. We're going to be making a lot of farms, so we can do a big resource grind, so we can start to build our first permanent structure on the 4EVER SMP. All of that to come. So let's dig right into it. Yes, so, shulker boxes, and elytra. I've made some deals with some people on the server. Mainly, Joshy Powers, thank you very much for all the pickaxes that he delivered me, and all the enchanted books that I was able to get off of him. And then there's the elytra, and he gave me some netherite upgrades. This guy has completely powered me up in like 2 seconds. It was nothing for him. Check out his channel. He's got literally everything that he could ever want. I did say if you need any ice, you know, feel free to use the farm, which I have been using. Look at this. I'm up to here with packed ice. Don't need as much normal ice, so I just have 1 chest of that, and then onto the blue ice after that. But yeah, these are the pickaxes in question. All of these I've been able to make because of Joshy Powers. Thank you very much. Really appreciated. And then I've got all of these shulker shells with, where is it? With all of this sand as well. All of this for 1 shulker box of packed ice. Insane. Thank you very much, Lime. This is the benefit of being on an SMP, and this is what I was talking about at the start of last episode. I wanted to make myself, whoops, because a lot of people offered some help. I wanted to make myself useful and be able to trade something before I would accept some help. So what I want to do at the start of this episode, I want to get my redstone game up a little bit. And I found a witch farm not too far away. I've got an epic design for it as well. We're making a cactus farm. Yeah, so in the test, obviously, I threw the cactus against the 2 posts, and you can see this one is slightly more central to this block than that one is. So I think it's a good choice to go for this. Less chance that this cactus that bumps up against the fence post gets thrown back onto another cactus. The wall here got a little bit busy, so what I decided to do, just a little quick thing. Ah. There you go, I've got my farm board up there. But yeah, these are all the farms that we made so far, and this episode there's going to be a couple more added onto it. We're going from left to right, so this is all in chronological order. Yeah, just a little idea, thought might as well. I was discussing this farm a little bit with people on the server, and they were not aware that you could use zombified zoglins for a witch farm. This is personally my favorite farm to make because a shifting floor farm takes a lot of redstone resources, and this... we are always pressing the wrong buttons. And this particular farm does not require any redstone at all. Let me walk you through it. The zombified zoglins will be on these 3 platforms, which contain the bounding box of the witch hut. And then the zombified zoglins will attack the witches, and then eventually they'll push them into the water stream that's gonna go here. I just had a thought, I might just put one over here as well. Just so you got 2 options. In fact, I could do it all the way around. But I better come up with these ideas now before I start the farm, before I put the zombified zoglins in, because then it's too late. I won't be able to make any changes to it. I'm getting some weird visual glitches again. I mean, it must be something that I'm doing because it's so repetitive. Yeah, it doesn't change either. Oh look, and then when I go to this side... nah, it's still there. Anyway, now comes the part that I've been dreading. Okay, and now we're gonna go through this portal. Not yet. We're gonna deactivate that portal. And hopefully the other one will take us through to that side in the nether. Only need 1 per level, but maybe 2 isn't a bad shout. Hello. Okay, you stay there, and you just stay put. Oh, come on. Come on. You can do it. Oh, come on. Come on. You not get... oh, he can. He juked me. Okay. Gonna need the lead on this one. Got you. Did I bring him through? Okay, let's get the fire rockets. Where is he? Huh. Where's my lead? Yeah. Come on. Come on. I might wanna do this. Sacrifice that last lead. Okay, he definitely went through. Where is he? And where did my lead go? I think I just figured it out. I think someone's got a mob switch on. Because look, there's no mobs spawning anywhere. That's unfortunate timing. Hopefully I can get in contact with the person and try and get them to turn the mob switch off, because this is not going to work. I suppose I could try and name tag it before. Name tag, lead, and boom. Hey, get in there. Nice. Okay, now I need to get you. Yes. There we go, and now I need to do that a couple more times. Cool, well that's done. We got 3 Zogzogs in the farm. Right, I'll give you 2 guesses what the next farm is. And we got ourselves a Froglight farm. Yes. I only ran it for a couple of minutes, maybe an hour, if that. And look at this, I've already got double chests of every single light. And this one is almost full, and then magma blocks will be made. But cool, we got 4 more well, 5 more items. That is amazing. Essentially, time to make the next one. I believe we got 2 more farms to go. Not bad, so far in this episode we got a cactus farm, a wedge farm, and froglight farm done. We are ticking these off. Now for the next one, I have no clue if this is gonna be a good one or not, but it sounds good in my head. Took me a while to get my head around it and kind of figure it out. There's still some tweaks I need to make. Obviously, it's a netherwart farm. Yeah, just a couple of tweaks that I need to make, because if it turns night, mobs can spawn right in the center here, and this is the lowest level I can get my froglights to be. Otherwise, it's going to interfere with this flying machine. I've turned it off right now, but the idea is this flying machine flies over and back again, skipping a row each time, and then it resets completely to the start, which I believe is here. And the player's in this minecart, and you're just planting netherwart. I've just done a delivery to Geek Squeak. He needed some nether warts, and I ran this for a couple of minutes, really, like all those in-between rows that you see right there. And I got a double chest full of nether wart. This is a beast. This is pretty cool. It is a fair bit complicated. All I'll say, uh, don't be like me, which is stupid. Don't be stupid, and try and tweak the farm before you even start it. As the schematic loads, build it that way, exactly that way, and then just flip these levers to turn on the etho hopper clock. That's it. Don't try and alter any of these observers or activate the machine manually. In hindsight, yeah, that's logical. Unless I'm forgetting anything, that is all the farms that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need more blocks than all those farms together, but I can just go out and mine them. So now, I need to finish my design, and then we've got a resource grind coming up. Dangerous to do this in the end. I need a lot of black dye. Me and Josh were just talking. Him and, I believe, Geek set up this little setup here. Are you going to demonstrate it for us? Oh, yeah, he just did. Alright, that's the concept of the farm. See you later. No, I'm going to give you a little bit of a demonstration. It's kind of similar to my slime farm, only way more efficient. So you got a dropper here with some carved pumpkin heads. Then you got to drop it downstairs with some shears. Then all you got to do is empty your inventory. Turn this on. And then I have an auto clicker. You just place the snow blocks here. Boom, and there you go. You get all the carved pumpkins back. That is so efficient. Let me go through this stack of snow golems and show you what we can kind of gather from this. There you go. All the pumpkins just return to your inventory. You can put them back in there and go for another stack if you wanted to. But here we go. All the proceeds. Look at that. Nearly a stack of wither roses already. Technically, each stack that you put in here, you should be getting a stack of wither roses. And me and Josh were talking. You can kind of automate this. If you had hopper minecarts underneath this to collect all of the items, you could filter everything out, and you can have snow blocks, wither roses, and then you got the wither heads on this server and the nether stars. Because at some point the wither can die. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. It's such a cool farm. And thanks, Josh, for letting me use it. You guys gonna die? Look at that. You're pushing the wither. Look at you fighting back. Well done, mate. Oh. Don't look that way. Jimmy's fine.
And that just about wraps up this absolutely massive build. I'm not sure, but this might be one of the biggest things I've ever made. I'm not sure if my Valkyrie statue in my single player world is bigger. But this is huge. All of this just to cover a witch farm, which just comes to about here, I think. This has been absolutely one of the most massive projects that I've ever taken on. Both in resources and in building. This has been over 10 hours of building. So I hope you appreciate the effort. But it's also why this episode took a little bit longer than usual. It's been over a month, as I mentioned, since I uploaded my previous episode. I just tried a different approach, and to be honest, I'm not very liking it very much, even though I did learn a lot from it. We're gonna go back to our bi-weekly scheduled episode uploads. But that said, there's still plenty to do here. I need to terraform around the flower, make this swamp kind of fit the build. I also need to figure out a good spot for my nether portal as well, because as you enter the farm I want to be able to see the build. And then I need to make a storage room inside for the witch drops and basically make it more accessible inside to use the farm. And there's some like mob proofing still that I need to do, because I don't think I mean, with a big build like this, you can appreciate how difficult it is to check out every single spot. I mean, Mini HUD does make it easier, but yeah. Oh, I think I saw some red there. You see what I mean? It's quite difficult. There we go. There's a spot there. But you guys don't have to worry about that. I'll do that in between episodes as I go along. And then slowly but surely, this mob farm will be at its optimal condition. But, I mean, come on. This is just such a nice build. I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but, I mean, I am so happy with this. Look at it. Plenty to do, for sure. But, if this spider would like to fight, I'll fight you. Yeah. There you go. Nice. So good to be back home again. Or it would be, if I had a home. I still need to build it. It's high time we change all that. We're on a 4EVER SMP. We need to build forever things. This is such a cool camera mod. So awesome. I'm over here if you can see me. We have a big job ahead of us. I think I'm happy with the location for the entrance of my build. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be a hassle building on a frozen ocean. But I've chosen this location for a particular reason. Yes, I think we're gonna try and make a start on this. I've chosen this as my entrance because we kind of got a little cove section here, and I want to utilize that. This needs to go. We're gonna mainly be building, well, it's gonna be partially underground, or on the water in this case, and partially above. It's a massive task though. Yeah, what I'm picturing in my mind requires a lot of terraforming, and I'm not a terraformer. We can only learn from it, right? I think my building skills are getting to a fairly decent state right now, especially compared to when I started this channel. So I want to up my game in terraforming as well. I'm okay with organics, with the use of Blender, but my building and my organics builds skills definitely have gone up. Now I need to do some terraforming as well. We got an outpost over there. Not sure if I can utilize that in some way. Maybe just make a quick ominous potion farm from it. Who knows? But yeah, this is what we're doing today. Let's get cracking. Now, I want a half circle. So this point might be ideal. What if I start from there, count the blocks to over there, or like on top there, and then make the half circle based on that? Do I have any blocks on me? Of course I don't. Yeah, something like that. I think that will be nice, size-wise. Just to fill you up with my train of thought here, I'm going to make a half circle and get all of this water gone. Water and ice. Get all of it gone. It needs to go. Nice, just like that. It's done. And like it melts the ice around the border as well, apart from blue and packed ice, obviously. Got this little island here as well. It will definitely have to go. But what I want to do first is just get a clean canvas. I want all of the water and ice gone inside here, and then I can start thinking about going down. I don't think I've said just yet, but my goal here is to portray that there is an ice excavation site here. And what the site will uncover is the entrance to my base, which will be in a particular theme, but I'm not going to reveal that just yet. So, for now, another grindy task for me. I do have something somewhere that could help me with all this water. Aha! Heart of the Sea. I've got 3, in fact. Where are... Oh, here we go. Nice. I've got enough for 1. Here we go. Conduit. I'm sure you're all familiar with this. This will allow me to breathe underwater, given that I surround it with prismarine. And now, I need prismarine. Because I don't think I have any whatsoever. Nope. 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 This is all my block storage. Oh, and I've got blocks at the... Oh, well, and this monster, which I have to organize at some point. But you know what? I'm too lazy to do that right now. At one point, I was thinking, and I might still do this in the future, of making an entirely underwater base, or location, or, you know, something underwater, because look at this. This is amazing, I think. You don't have to worry about mob proofing either, and because of this thing behind me, yeah, I can just stay here forever. And, very luckily for me, because... I was trying, with Mini-Hut, I was trying to get the range of the conduit to show, but it wouldn't show it with just having it in my hand, like it would with a beacon. So I actually had to place it, and first time I place it down, I kid you not, look, perfect. This is the whole area that I need. Okay, let's break this whole process down in a couple of different steps. So I think step 1 is to build the wall. And then we'll have a look at step 2. There's a lot of sand here. This is pretty interesting as well. I didn't know about this. So if you have a conduit effect on you, and you go in free cam underground, look, it's just like night vision. That is pretty cool. Didn't know about that. Giant cave here as well. Ooh. Diamonde. A lot of diamonde. Maybe I should break into this cavern. Maybe I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations. 7 in this little nook here. And who knows how many diamonds are underneath it. Pretty cool. But, back to this. While this is definitely a fun way to remove water, and I'm getting resources from it, look at this, it is very slow. Removing water from an area is both satisfying and so boring. I think, though, the sand method is going to be quickest. I was going to mine all of this out, but I've got a YouTube video to make, and I'm on a tight schedule, so I'm going to go for the quickest route. If I had the time, though, I would definitely be doing this. Beautiful sounds. And I've put the shaders on as well. Thought this was a little bit different. And stick the landing. Kind of thought I was going to go a little bit smaller this episode and just do it nice and quick. 2 weeks, bing bang boom, episode out. Nope, as per usual, it took a lot longer than I expected. I keep underestimating these big jobs. Maybe someday I'll learn, but it is done. The water is completely removed in the middle. This was a bit surprising. I did not realize this before I started, but there's like this kind of ravine running through the area. Runs pretty deep. And I still got a sand wall up here. There's water behind there. I'm not clearing that if I don't need to. But what am I going to do for the rest of the episode, you might be wondering? Well, as you remember, we've got a witch farm built last episode. I still need to put some filters in there, have stuff automatically crafted and stored, and all of that good stuff. So why not take this opportunity to crack on with that? I wonder what the flower looks like with these shaders. It's very misty, but like in the ice area around here, I think that's quite fitting. Ooh. Hello. I wasn't expecting the god rays. Wow. I did not expect to be so at a loss for words. Oh, Jesus. I can't stop looking at this. I suppose that's the point of shaders, to make everything look pretty. But this I did not expect. It is taking my breath away. I might even go as far to say that I might change the thumbnail on the previous episode. Who knows? Why is there a nether portal there? Don't know why there's always a nether portal here, but I don't like it. It like either spawns on that tree over there or here. And this is the least place I wanted to... Where is it actually going? That's why. That's the one that the Zoglins came through. I suppose if someone is near in the nether... But it's just me, though. Oh, I might... With loading everything down here, something might try and go through this portal. And then, obviously, that will spawn a portal on the other side. Okay, I need to fix that. Let me just quickly fix that. Okay, I just wanted to go to my other portal to deactivate this one. Because I wouldn't know where my other portal was. And now I do. Right, as lovely as this is, and we've fixed the portal problem. There we go. Now the important bit, where to make the entrance. Oh, I was like, what is that? That's the beacon beam. Whoops. I've had a little bit of a fly around the flower, and I think this side is most suited for a door. I'm thinking of having the door a little bit offset. So this gap here is what I'm eyeing at the moment. Because it lines up nicely with the roof here. So then I could have all of this space for the storage room. And then automation above, because I do want to craft some blocks. Wait. I've got my materials here and in my inventory. I'm not sure if this is going to do it, but I'll get more resources as I need them, I guess. So what I like to do is have the build reveal itself to me. So behind me, right behind me there, we're going to start, I think, with a platform on the outside of where the door's going to be. I've got to keep in mind as well that I need to mob-proof it. And I think I'm going to do that by lighting it up the old-fashioned way. And then I have to dig into this and fix up the tendrils. Again, step by step. I like to have the build reveal itself to me, so once I build the platform and I have a decent enough shape, then I can worry about building up vertically to have the door shape, and then I know what to cut away. Then I can carry on with my hallway, and then I can make a floor plan in here. So let's grab some stuff. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, something like this, maybe. Oops. Got some mud underneath, just to decorate it a little bit, blend it. Mud, the roots with mud, and then soul sand. And then on top, I've used the mud bricks, which I'm not using enough. I really like that block. And then just some mangrove to finish it all off. I'm going for kind of a witchy look, but I don't want to make it too blue. So for the lanterns, for example, I was considering putting soul lanterns in and using the soul sand for pyres, or like the blue fire. But I think we're gonna go red and yellow and browns. So I've got my 3 blocks here. I do want it to be kind of slim, so I might just start off with 3 as the entrance, as the door, and then just slim it down to 1 like this, because I want it to feel sort of claustrophobic until you get to the main room, which will open up, obviously, because it's a storage room. It needs to be open. I was just building it without looking at it, and I mean, I know these roofs. These are like the standard roofs that I like to use because they look so good in my opinion. I like it. I really like it. Maybe, though, I should lower these down because it kind of detracts from the tallness of the entrance. Although from the front, it's not too bad. I'll leave them for now. I can always lower them down. But I need to finish the facade. Yeah, so cool. I had a vague idea of what I wanted to do. Mainly, I wanted a slim, vertical entrance to this, with a witchy feel. There are some amazing builders on the server, and sometimes when I go around their areas, I'm just baffled by how they do it. This is difficult for me, but I do think I nailed this. There's like a couple of advantages of building big. Like this, for example, the flower. It's very large, so it's impressive to begin with, and you've got lots of space to put in detail, in shapes and so on and so forth. With this, you're working very, very small compared to this, obviously. So I think that's the difficult part for me. Trying to think small and small details. But yeah, as I said, I think I nailed it with this. Gotta make sure that everything is spawn-proof. Which it is. Now, I apologize for it being so dark, but that will change soon. And what I'm thinking now is, okay, I've got my hallway, nice and claustrophobic. A little bit of a shame of these lighting glitches. So yeah, hallway, nice and dark. At the moment, the end is very dark as well, but now I want to open this up into a room where I store all the blocks.
So as we know, this is a witch farm. They will mainly get me redstone. So I want to automatically craft all the redstone dust into blocks and store those instead of redstone dust. Because I can always reverse craft them. Oh yeah, the flower looks really good at nighttime. And look at that little house addition that we made as well. I've got big plans for the terrain around it, but that is gonna have to wait because I'm going for sort of a lore. Like, I know that was a hype word a little bit ago, but I'm gonna try and connect my buildings with a common theme. And that theme will become apparent after we've started the mega base. Where'd the Enderman go? Oh. Are you angry at me? Why? I haven't done anything to you. Yeah, our little house addition looks really nice on the flower, I think. I'm gonna have to have a bridge of some kind as well. Got an idea for that, but now we're working on the inside. So the interior is coming along. I do think this is a good idea. Looks like it's properly lit as well. Again, I'm just having this build reveal itself to me. For example, these here, they, to me, look like cross beams. So a cross beam could go there and connect on the other side. Oh. Ah, it would be my luck. Straight on top of that. That's fine. I mean, it's a witch's, the inside of a witch's cottage. I don't want everything to be perfectly symmetrical. That's why I don't really have a rule going around this room. In fact, I think it will help the witch aesthetic if it's asymmetrical. Right underneath us is our little zogzogs. So once we're down here, I don't think there'll be any witches spawning. But just in case I'm up there AFK and someone comes to visit or something, there you go. You can see the witches. But what I really think the next step is the storage system itself. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. I see a spawnable spot. Get out of here. Slowly but surely, the whole thing will be more and more efficient. Okay, done what I hate doing when building farms, I'm not gonna lie. Ugh, the storage system. I do not like it. And on this server, we've got heads. Which means extra filters. Ugh. Not sure what I'm going to use the heads for, but I mean, might as well store them. Maybe other people find a use for it. Anyway, my inventory is a mess. You're going to have to bear with that. I want to test this out. Okay, so it's actually going. Is it actually dropping all the way down there? It looks like it's aligning. And I can see it. Okay, that's great. Mainly I want to see, can the filters keep up with the hopper speed? Which I think they should be able to. Because everything is at hopper speed up there. Nice. It looks like it's working. Is this going off? Sure is. Nice. Okay. I want to empty the boxes that are here, really. Might take a while. Yeah, let me sort all this up here. So yeah, I think we're done with the functional part of this storage room. We've got a way up and down. Now, I think all that's left is the decorational part. This is not aligning very nicely though, and even though this is going to be an asymmetrical build, I would prefer something like that to align. So what I'm going to do, I think, I'll picture like the inside of a witch's hut. I'll picture a very tall roof, kind of like we've done out here.
So if you look at this, this is a very tall roof. Why don't I do that on the inside as well? So we could have a ceiling. These could be the cross joists or the studs going up. And I either centralize it and then bring it back down, or I could just lean it one way, and that's another option. I think I got such a good idea for the ceiling. Originally, I wanted to go oak to give it like a more of a wooden feel in here. I mean, this is wood, obviously, but it doesn't feel like wood when you walk in here. But I think I've got a better idea. Well, you know in a second. I'll have to build it. Yeah, this place is coming along, I think. Well, lots of particles with these cherry leaves and then the flower blossom, whatever it's called, up there. I really like it. After an AFK session, the next AFK session, most of these glowberries and crimson vines will have grown. Most likely all the way down to the ground. So that's when I'm going to come in with some string. And, oh, I'm noticing another block that I forgot. That's when I come in with some string and rectify... Well, get them to the size that I want them and stop them from growing. There he is. I'm very happy with this build. This is... I was kind of contemplating pushing it yesterday in real life for me. Kind of contemplating pushing it and just getting something built, or just spending the next day a little bit of time on doing it, and I'm so happy that I decided to do the latter. I'm noticing stuff that I forgot though. But this is why it's important to check out your builds after you've built them. Just go over it again, check out the finer details. Like another one that I just missed. Buttons. Never really use them as decoration, but they are really handy. Got some flower pots and some fungi and just some stuff that looks like it belongs here. Oh, and I decided to put a couple of tadpoles in this cage here. I'm gonna have the witch own a couple of frogs. Maybe I'll tame a black cat. So there is one running around over there somewhere. Maybe I'll tame that and put that in here. Couldn't resist. Had to look at it with shaders again. Beautiful. My toads have grown up. And my cat is sitting here. Needless to say, I'm very, very, very happy with what we've done in this episode. Need to trim the bushes. We've started on the entrance of the mega base. We've completed the decorations of the witch farm. Kinda, because we still got up here to decorate. But I think that is a job for the next episode. I've got a couple of goals in mind for the next one. But we're gonna just see what we can do. Since we're building so big, it's quite difficult to predict how long it's gonna take. I'm quite over the moon with the growth of my channel this year, so let's see if we can keep it up. Today, we start the mega base. Hey everybody, welcome back to the 4EVER SMP. We have done this in the previous episode, and while the ice wall is impressive, we've got a couple of bits, over here especially, that are a bit of an eyesore. I thought I would try my hand at terraforming this episode, so I think for the first part of this episode, we're going to be focusing on some terraforming. It's not going to be anything crazy. I just want this place to look a little bit neater so that we can build on top of that instead of all this jagged landscape. I mean, just look at this ravine. I have to walk around now and try and develop a plan of what we're going to do. I know what I want to build, but I don't know how the terrain is going to accompany that just yet. So give me a minute and I will come back to you. Hey, Future Raid here, editing Raid. My audio for the next couple of clips is no bueno. It's really not good. I don't know, there must be like a weak connection between my microphone and the computer. So I apologize for that, but please enjoy the video. Right now, I'm just trying to get a feel for it. I was thinking this kind of shape as an entrance for my base. I definitely like the black stone on the packed ice, which is a shame. Now I have to go to the nether and grab some more. It's not going to stay raw black stone. I think I'm going to change this to the brick variant. Let's have a look. Was it this? Yeah. Yeah, because I really like the dark against the blue, and I'm considering deep white, but I think I want to go darker. I want to go blackstone, really. In all honesty, I think I need to focus on the outside here first before I tackle the entrance. I want a crane up there to raise up the ice that's been mined from down here up top. So that means a little bit of a loading platform here, maybe some small storage next to it, so they can get the ice from bigger storage to the small ones, transport it up, and then to some ice storage up there. I had this little idea. I was working on the top wall here, kind of beefing it up everywhere with ice and such, and I'm gonna plan a little entrance over there for something. I'm not 100% sure what, and I want to make like a little resting camp here for the miners to, you know, rest after a long day or take a break, lunch break and all this and that. And then I was uncovering this nook over here to convert to ice and basically repeat the same strategy all the way down. But then I was thinking, why don't I make something of this? So I kind of was hollowing this out to basically store some copper. And look at this. This here leads to the trial chamber, and I forgot all about it. I completely forgot that that was there. Maybe I can uncover that in the level below here to have it visible. And you might be wondering why I wanted it visible. And, eagle-eyed among you might see some changes to the crane. I got a little bit of feedback from people on the server, and they were suggesting getting oak stairs instead of spruce stairs, and I have to say, it makes a world of difference. And then, there was a lot of wood on the crane as well, and then the support of the crane has a lot of metal in it, so I decided to put some copper around the chain at the top. Makes you look a little bit more uniform. But that does beg the question, why would there be a lot of copper here? If this is so remote that you can't get decent equipment out here, why would they have copper out here? Well, maybe the miners, as they were mining the ice, were hitting a copper vein as well. So I was thinking of hollowing this out in order for us to make a copper smelting area up here, and then the actual copper vein in the level below. I think that could be pretty cool. And then, you know, I completely forgot about the trial chamber, but maybe I can implement that in some way. This place is coming together. I'm very happy in the direction where this is going. Even with this bridge, I just put it, you know, did it on the fly with these campfires because I wasn't sure how it was going to work. It's not the smoothest, but it's functional. That needs to be a spruce log. Because I would like, even though I've got an elytra, I would like for you to be able to get in here and out of my base without the use of an elytra. So we've got a bridge here and an elevator there, and I think that will do for now. I've also tried, because I've got a river biome here, I've also tried putting in a squid farm. And I have this alternating clock, and that will activate and deactivate the water streams. My thinking was that that would encourage spawns, but it hasn't spawned anything yet. So I've just had them on full time. Let's have a look. Nothing. I think there's still too much water in the surrounding areas for squid to spawn here. I'm just gonna let this be here, and if it works, it works. If not, I'm sure in the future base, we will have plenty of opportunity to make another one. And as if to make my next point, it started snowing. I need a lot of snow. All of this snow is hand placed, and we're gonna need a whole lot more because I want to cover most of this circle, essentially. But I've only got 15 blocks left, and this little setup that I've got here, this little setup just is not cutting it anymore. I'm a bit tired of constantly mining these up, and the system is not fast enough to craft the blocks, and yada yada yada. So I found this, a snow farm by Ray's Works. Not sure if it's his, but this is the one that I wanted to get anyway, so I'm gonna use it. The thing is, this one uses a TNT duper, as you can see. I don't dupe. There's nothing wrong with duping, in my opinion, you know. If you find a glitch in the game and you exploit that glitch,
Completely up to you. Completely fine with me. I just don't do it. Oh? Huh. That is so weird. Clearly the schematic, because they're above the honey blocks. But, yeah, so weird. I don't dupe items. I don't dupe any items. So, some people on the server do. That's completely fine, in my opinion. It's completely each individual's choice. But I don't do it. So, I'm gonna build a system that dispenses TNT to this clock. And I think it's like whenever this flying machine goes past this observer. We'll see. But yeah, I'll just gather the materials. It's not a lot of materials, to be honest, and I'll be back. Test number 1. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, test number 2. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, test number 3. My microphone has been all over the place. Don't punch this way. Hasn't it, buddy? Yeah, my microphone has been all over the place. You should be spawning my squid farm. Nothing I can do about it. All the clips that I recorded, all the talky bits, not usable. But, on the plus side, we've made such good progress in a short amount of time. I just edited everything I had so far, and we've got 15 minutes on the clock, and yeah, we got a massive amount done. So now, as a creator, I have a choice: upload a short episode or find something else to do. But before I make that decision, I want to show you the snow farm working. Hey, it's working and it's decorated. But yeah, all of this footage got lost, so I have to redo it. I've got a chest here, which is my storage for my snow. So all of the snow that's going into the farm here, and I'm probably showing you on the clip, all of the snow that's going to be exploded by the TNT is going to get swept to the side by the snowmen, and then all of the snowballs will be caught in a water stream and be redirected to the auto crafter. After which, they'll arrive in this chest. And over here I've got a barrel and a crafting bench, in which I've got gunpowder and some sand, with which I can craft some TNT. And then all I need to do is put it in this chest, and automatically it's going to get delivered to that dispenser over there. So then I can turn on the farm, sweepers start going, and I'm collecting snow. And then we've got no entrance yet, because I don't know, I built this as a temporary farm, but it started working all of a sudden. I've almost got 2 stacks of ink sacks, and 4.5 stacks of salmon, and then a little bit of bone meal. That might not seem like much, but if I'm in my base all the time, slowly but surely I keep getting ink sacks. And I can make it more efficient by removing more water, but I really, really don't feel like doing that anytime soon. If you look at my levels, I just lost everything. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, it was in a trial chamber. I was trying to get some more copper, and I was trying to make another room safe. And it was full of powdered snow, and I died, and in trying to get back, I didn't have enough rescue gear. Yeah. So it's kind of my fault. I didn't have a rescue armor ready and available. That's me. That's on me, because I was too lazy. So looks like we're gearing up for the rest of this episode. I mean, I might as well go for some decent armor now, right? So if I'm gonna go for it and make decent armor, I will need Swift Sneak. And I found an ancient city not too far from here. In fact, it's that direction. That one. Yeah, so I'm gonna brave the warden. Wish me luck. Boom. I like it. I really like it. Yes. Well, cover me in netherite. Whoops. Look at us. Wee. Look at us. In our colors as well. Black and red. Oh yeah, this is so cool. Well, with that little setback, I don't think I have any more time to do anything else. But honestly, I'm not too fussed about it. I mean, we got a lot done in this episode. All of this wasn't here when we started.
which is weird to think. You know, when you're working on this project, obviously it's a gradual thing for me. For you guys, it's in a couple of minutes that all of this is changing. But I'm really happy with where this is going. I suggested a couple things that I'm going to make, like the main camp, the main mining camp up here. But please, if you got any ideas or suggestions, anything that you could think of that would fit in a mining camp situation, let me know, and potentially a location as well. So it's that time again. I think next time we're going to add one more farm to our roster, which is this. Oh, and speaking of, we've upgraded our snow farm, but that's already up there, so we don't need to update it. And I've got a salmon farm, and an ink farm now, which we might make more of next episode. This episode ended up being so massive, I had to split it in half. In this first part, we're diving deep into making some huge progress on the ice mining camp outside my mega base, experimenting with some suspicious sand glitch, setting up a couple of essential farms, and a mine out 3 entire copper veins for resources. Hey everybody, welcome back to the 4EVER SMP. Okay, let's check out the area that we've done last episode with a little bit of adjustment. Look at this. I'm trying a hardcore tactic. I'm trying to keep my chest plate on my hotbar so I can easily switch them out. I don't know, I see hardcore players do this, and I think it's just you know, getting into the habit of doing it. But yeah, we've dug down. This is not going to be the final look of this. I'm kind of expecting all of it to be quite obscured when I'm done. I'm thinking of putting ice here, because it's an ice mine, duh. I'm thinking of putting ice here, but glass might look better to get that fog effect, because I would like to see the bottom here. So this is meant to be the ocean bed. The idea is that underneath all the ice there was still water, and therefore there's an ocean bed. I've got a little bit of material gathering to do. Oh, look, I'm low enough so that I can spawn slime, apparently. I need to collect some materials to crack on with this project, but in the meantime, I want to do something nice for someone on the server, and I believe Sally is trying to get every single obtainable block in survival. That is one of her goals, and I'm not sure if she's aware of this glitch, but I believe we're gonna be updating soon, and I'm not sure how much longer this glitch will still be in the game. If you've been watching my single player, you might have seen the episode where I obtain suspicious sand in survival. Only need a couple. Won't be near. Might as well take all of them. Why not? Okay, suspicious sand is there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in case you didn't know, you can obtain suspicious sand and gravel if it's an entity that's falling for a considerable amount of time. Ooh. Okay, 2. The thing is, once you've got it, it can't be brushed anymore. Well, it can be brushed, but nothing will come out of it. Oh yeah, this is one of the new mods that I've installed. Something rain. I can't remember what it was called, but I love it. Look, it's like the snow is blowing off the glacier here. Really cool. Okay. Oh, wow. Really? Wow. Okay. Excuse me? 28 stacks. 29 stacks, really. 38. Oh, wow. Almost 2 shulker boxes of this. What can I say? These things just take ages. But you can't argue, whoops, with the result. Look at this. This is quite a few different blocks. This is all types of coral, dried out. You've got deep slate, you've got cobbled deep slate, you've got tough, andesite, stone, clay, and I've tried to keep it in a pattern with Axiom, obviously. I'm not going to hand place all of this and still make an episode in 2 weeks. I'm just not that talented. You know, none of these are difficult to get, or take a long time to get. No, none of them. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I think with that, the majority of our terraforming... Why did I not take off? The majority of our terraforming is done. Oh, but hang on, we haven't done this in a while. Mostly because nothing huge changed, really. I love making maps. It just makes you feel like you're doing some serious progress. Whoops, wrong one. Yeah, so weird. It's gonna change again. Oh, I need some snow. So... hopefully everything still works. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, I think we got a visitor up there. That looks so cool with these shaders. I've got plans for that effect. Don't you worry. I'm gonna make full use of me using shaders. I need a better way to get this. I'm constantly running low, and the witch farm is great for it, but it's a bit slow. It's great at getting redstone, but not great for gunpowder, so we're gonna have to change that as I need it for my snow farm. And pretty soon I want to make a sugarcane farm as well and make some rockets. Some rockets of my own, that is, because a lot of people are very generous on this server and they bring a fresh box of rockets to the spawn every now and again. So I do have access to rockets, but I would like to make some of my own, just to be a little bit self-sufficient. I haven't looked up the rates for this farm yet, but it is a farm, I found it under the name of Blazed MC, and this is a very simple ghast farm, and it looks like it's very quick to set up. So let's see how long it takes me. Alright, let's have a look. Really? I don't know if my witch farm is better. I suppose this design is stackable. What to do? I think I will AFK for a night and see what the results are. I can always expand on this. We're making some snow in there and it's going pretty well. I was just contemplating while I was waiting to... I need to finish that. What's gonna go where? Let me just take a step back and just have a look. So my thinking was I'm gonna have a nether portal here. Potentially in a tunnel. And then I want the main camp where the miners are gonna be living in this area here. There's gonna be tents and campfires and the like. So I want a fairly big area for ice storage before it gets transported somewhere else. Obviously, since we're mining copper, might as well sell that as well, right? I mean, if this is a company, we gotta think of company things. So there's gonna be storage for copper in this area here. And excuse me, this is definitely not drawn straight. And then we need to figure out the road situation. Maybe like a tiny little fishing setup right here. But really, it's gonna be a viewing platform for the snow farm underneath. And obviously we've still got the main area to decorate. So we've already got our copper smelting area, a snow farm over here, and then our ice transport upwards out of the pit over here. And a template where our entrance is going to be. So I think we're pretty set on the upper tier. All we need there is a road. I feel like something needs to go here. Potentially temporary ice storage before it goes up. I also want a couple water towers that will hide squid farms, tiny squid farms. Here, here, and here. There's gonna be a bridge located here. That's the idea, and looks like we are finished with the snow gathering. Oops, keep doing that. There's just something about getting a road in that makes a whole build come together. I find, at the very least. Yeah, all of these campfires, very, very expensive. A little bit expensive, but worth it, worth it. I like this kind of floor design, because it makes it look a little bit more interesting. This one is flipped the wrong way, though. There we go. That way. I'm starting to understand how to place them as well. You might notice that I've put some buttons on the ice wall as well. I figured it's not, you know, ice is not going to be clean like this all the way. So, you know, a couple of stones poking out. I think that would be cool. And that way I can hide this as well. Nope. Oh, it's down here. Oops. Well, it's truly well and hidden because I made the thing and I couldn't find it. Okay, which one was it? I think it was this one. I cannot lose that. And I have to be quick as well. Yeah, for now, this is my access to my ink farm, essentially. And the space underneath here. Now, I think this is more going to be like for maintenance if in case one of the farms breaks or something like that. So I shouldn't have to be here for, well, I shouldn't have to be here often. Little escape button. Ugh, so embarrassing. I didn't think I wouldn't know where it is. But yeah, I might have to look for it later if I forget. Oh, silly me. I've also gone ahead and made some preparations over here. So we've got, similar to up there, like the ladder to the crane, I've made this here, and I can go all the way up, and therefore all the way down. This is for the miners to get everything up and down. I need to design a smallish crane, not really a crane thing. My idea is, if you were to have a mine like this, you might want to set up like a rope going down with a bucket, so you can fill the bucket and get everything up where you want them to be. That's my idea here. So we're going to have that to get to this upper tier here and down in the mine. So this is going to be the next step of this project, I think. Dig this down to the mine. And I want to go to 14, Y level 14. I'm on 46 at the moment, so not sure how long it's going to take me to dig this out. But I've got a beacon, so it shouldn't be too long. Oh, and now that the sun is going down, I would like to show you as well. Get on the trusty crane for a viewpoint. Yeah, see? I've put frog lights underneath the paths, and all this upper tier should be mob proof. So there shouldn't be any mobs. It looks a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie, and I haven't even checked it out in shaders. But I think this is gonna be kind of the best solution until I can come up with something else. I might come up with a lantern design, for example. But I'm happy with this now, so we're gonna just test it out, and if we're not happy, we can always change it. Before I forget doing this as well. On the board you go. You go. There we go. And with a little bit of digging, we've got the trial chamber exposed. Completely not happy with how it's looking at the moment, but we're going to pretty that up in a little bit. But that did give me an idea. I've got a lot of spawners here. 4 bogged spawners. What I was thinking of doing is just making this into another farm. Why not? It's right here. So we definitely have the opportunity. And then we have a reason to come down here. Obviously, magma blocks, they will hurt the mobs on top. Minecart will pick it up, goes in the hopper, goes in the chest. I'm just doing it quick and easy like this right now because I ideally want to get this done before they respawn, which is unlikely the more I talk. Yeah, I think the algorithm is like, yep, can't spawn it on magma blocks. I found the workaround. Anyway, I will demonstrate. They can spawn on soil. And soil you can set on fire. Oh, easy, mate, easy. And if they do step off, they step on the magma block, so there you go. Yeah, that's working nicely. And I think I can find a spot somewhere around here where I can activate all 4. Oh, and of course, now we've got another farm on the roster. One more I want to make this episode. Well, there's a couple more farms, but some of them will be ink farms, but there's one new farm that I want to make this episode. And now, oh, as you can see, they're attracted to the golems, and now they try to path towards him, and they fall in the pit, and then they die. And I do have an idea to decorate this, because I don't want just this out in the open. Oh, sorry, mate. But now it's functional, and I think that will do. I might just flatten the area around it a little bit, just to make it a little bit more efficient. But as soon as the AFK platform is done, this farm can be ticked off. This is honestly such a good location because we've got an end portal, over there underneath the ice, which was going to be incorporated in my main base. Then we've got a trial chamber here underground, which I can access through our copper mine here. And we've got a pillager outpost. I didn't plan for these two things to happen, they just kinda were there. And I didn't notice at the time either, but this is perfect. Now I can get bad omen potions here, go straight to the trial chambers, and get as many ominous keys as I want. I've stood here overnight, AFK, with a ominous potion at the start. Yeah, so I've got a couple potions of swiftness, I've got 1 potion of strength, 2 potion of regeneration, and then a bunch of food, 31 trial keys, and 6 ominous trial keys. Not bad. Not bad. I would have liked more ominous trial keys, but I think I have to be semi-actively AFK for that, like 1 hour increments, because that's generally how long those potions last. And I need to make an AFK room here as well. This is turning out
to be one of those projects that I get an idea, I follow through with that idea, and then the idea just becomes bigger and bigger. I don't mind it though. I think we're going to make something cool here. I've got this big chamber now, and I've started decorating the top. So this is a copper mine, and I'm having all of these little copper nodes here and there. And right here on this level, we've got the ore blocks. But then as we go up, there's going to be less and less ore strewn around. And, you know, a little storage area here. Some barrels here. I think I want to fill this place up with barrels and cranes and pulleys. And I've got a pulley here that's lifting that up from downstairs. And then to get to the top level, we've got a pulley here. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. And then our little storage area here with the pulley coming up. I did not expect to make it this big, but I don't regret it. Look from the top here. This is gonna look amazing, I think. Got some copper lighting around as well, because why not? So yeah, if you picture this could be the big entryway with a hallway going to a storage room for these. And then maybe some elevators going up to the actual farm so I can AFK up there. And then this cave is not going to stay all stone like this. This is all gonna be copper. If you can kind of picture in The Hobbit, the Smaug lair, that's what I'm going for. That's kind of the inspiration for this. And honestly, this thing keeps on going, so there's really no limit to where we can stop. Look, this is a bigger chamber again. It's continuing for a long time. And let me make some light for you guys. Oops, not there. Yeah, look at this. This is that big chamber that I found a couple episodes ago with FreeCam. But the downside of having an idea grow like this is now I gotta actually place some blocks down. I don't think there's any such thing as going overboard. This is a lot of copper. This is like three copper veins. All of this I had in stock, believe it or not. And then I had to mine 3 copper veins to get to this stage. And we still got more to go. But something very exciting happened. Let's check it out. Look at this. We finally updated. Amazing. Oh look, my witch farm. And my base, so you can see my beacons. Yes. I've kind of been waiting for this to start on the entrance of my mega base. I need white wood. And I need resin. Absolutely need it. Well, that was a big old nothing. Let's see if we can find another one, I suppose. I got a lot of wood. Gonna need that in the future. Might as well grab all the saplings that I can see. And not too long after, here we go. You can do it. There we go. And there it is. I think this is moving in the right direction. I didn't want to do too much more before looping you guys in. If you didn't have an elytra, you would have to come all the way down through the ladders and everything that I've put down, and then you would have to enter the farm through here. Go up the stairs on this little balcony thing and then go inside. If you have an elytra, I was thinking of making something here. Or you can just land on the terrace here and then just go straight inside. That might be a better option. Little window situation here. Nothing too fancy. And I've tried to replicate like a key shape here. I don't know, it feels like it needs something in the middle. But I'm not sure what. It's pretty good. It's not where it needs to be just yet. But I think I need to tweak with it every now and again. It takes me a while to get anything decorational done. Because, well, I'm not that great of a builder. So in a different episode, or maybe even in between episodes, I'm thinking of making
a sorting wall somewhere, so storage, so that all of this can automatically be sorted. I've put these down here, and, well, I mean, I was gonna jump off, but I'm not wearing my elytra. Yeah, I've put these down. These are the locations I wanted for my water tower. There's another location over there. However, nothing is spawning yet, and I've done everything right. There's water streams, there's hoppers underneath some mud, so items can be picked up. And it's in a river biome, frozen river. I'm not sure what's going on here. I might build them anyway, because I want water towers regardless. So I'll build up the water tower. If they work, they work. If not, then it's all wasted effort. Because all of these drops are going to go to the top level over to where the camp is going to be. I've just done this, maybe temporarily. It's the old powdered snow on top of a frog light trick. And it looks a little bit weird at night, I'll admit that. But it's not really meant to be looked at night, I suppose. I don't know. Could put some lanterns up here and there to kind of make sense of it. But this is basically my minimum placements to make everything spawn-proof. Except for inside the riverbed, obviously. Or ocean bed, whatever you want to call it. I have worked on some ice storage as well. This is sort of an idea I'm playing with at the moment. But this is one block of ice, maybe, for the big ice chunks, that is. And then I've got some little storage over here. So we've got 2 of these storage units, a little cart to put the ice on and transport it back and forth. And then some ice strewn around. Well, sometimes it doesn't look like it's spawn-proof, but it is. Nothing. I don't know, like the previous ink farm didn't deliver anything until like a couple days in. So I'm just gonna leave them here. I mean, they're meant to be water towers anyway, so they're aesthetic. If I ever notice that they will start delivering me some ink sacks or fish, I will hook them up. Right, curious to see what this wall looks like. I don't know. Looks a bit weird. It's really filling up nicely, so I've kind of tried to compartmentalize it in how they would organize it. If that makes any sense. So we've got the copper mine here with the smelting area upstairs. And then this leads to the snow farm, but maybe we can kind of make something here to indicate a kind of lore reason for them to have this. In case I didn't make this clear, this is still going to be sort of a lake, like the bottom of kind of a lake thing. So there's going to be ice strewn around the top here, and then my idea was to kind of zigzaggy make like a jagged edge here, as if they were mining in this particular spot for the ice. And then they bring it up here, so that's why all of this is sporadic. Put them in the storage facilities, transport them over here, make big bricks of them, big ice bricks, and then store them here before they get loaded onto this, and then wherever they go. I think I'm going to focus on maybe some more small details in between episodes. Right now, I kind of want to focus to up here. This is going to be the living quarters of the mining facility. Started work up here, and what I've done now is set a layout for these cabins that I'm going to make. Little campfire area here. We've got 1 lodge, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I will do, unless I decide it needs more, but I've got more space. So, and this is going to be a big eating area sort of thing. I'm going to have tables and chairs, and this is where the miners go during break to enjoy their lunch. But without further ado, let's build up some cabins. that was lucky. I only had one egg, and boom, got a chicken. I'm collecting the animals, and I'm only gonna do one because I got these guys from all the way over there. That's how far I need to go, because I've explored pretty much everything else. Because I came from that direction. I did go that direction, hoping there would be land somewhere. All I found was 2 mushroom islands, which is still pretty cool. But I brought over a pig as well, but the pig got shot by that skeleton as I was fighting it. So that's heartbreaking. Now I gotta go all the way back and get a new one. I've got all the cabins built, and you've seen me collect some animals. Now I want to kind of make a little bit of character happen. So I've got this house, which obviously is taking care of these animals. And then we've got the lazy guy of the camp just taking care of 1 chicken. I could put minecarts underneath this and collect all the eggs. I might do that. And then I try to get some character into this house with like a frozen trough of water. And then some snow here. You know, maybe you were storing something in there and then it started snowing and snow collected on top. All of these cabins are the same on the inside, so they all have a campfire, a lantern, and a bed. I'm not sure if I even want to do the inside, because I'm never going to be here. I might, at some point, if the inspiration strikes. If you want to make a mark on this series, then you could send me a screenshot or something. There is going to be sweet berries here, and this guy's going to farm sweet berries. I would like to visually have like a trough with sweet berries here, or I just put a barrel here, put a couple sweet berries in. Again, I'm not going to use this as my decent farm. I'm just going to simulate that these people do this on the side. Little campfire area where you could fish if the TNT machine wasn't visible underneath. Little cafeteria area, so we've got a whole cooking setup here for multiple people and a lot of benches in case this camp expands. And honestly, it can. I'm gonna keep it like this for now, but I might expand this in the future and get more cabins down. This is really my first time trying to make something so small scale and a lot of detail everywhere. So this might seem a little bit bare, but I like it so far. And then we've got a little tool shed here. This one is visually a little bit more distinct than the other ones. Oh, by the way, I would like to point out, these are smooth quartz stairs, and from a distance especially, yeah, you can kind of see the color difference, but it's meant to emulate snow being on the roof, but I didn't want to make it out of full snow blocks. And obviously, there's no snow stairs, so there you go. And then in the tool shed, I still need to decorate it somehow. Nice and claustrophobic in here. These are probably storing the tools, but in reality, they're storing my fish and my ink from the farm underneath. There you go. I think I'm going to spend a couple more hours sprucing this place up, trying to get some details in there. So see you in a second. Okay, it hasn't been long at all, but I was so happy with this, I wanted to show it to you. So we've got a bulletin board. So on this side, when you enter the camp, we've got the camp rules. No pickaxes, deposit tools at the tool shed, which is over there. Leather boots mandatory in zone G3. Where is G3? Like any good building site, you will never know. Do not lick the ice walls. Day since incident, 5. I wonder who that was. And then on the other side, we've got work orders and notices. Squid ink quotas down, check pump filters. Ice shipment B457 delayed due to creeper incident. Caution, strange structure found in copper mine. Well, we all know what structure that is. Looking for fish, willing to trade, emeralds. E. Ah. That is handy. I've got some fish right here. Oh, hey, Ed. You were looking for fish? Oh, he is. He definitely is. Let's see, 12 for 1. Not the best deal, Ed. Gotta be honest. Good thing they're free. Nice. Ed's an expert now. I mainly wanted to see if he refreshes his trades, because we've got barrels up there. And I don't know, like the fish, the tool shed with all the fish is right there. So we can just put the fish here, put the emeralds here. Whoops, that's not an emerald. I don't know, I like this bulletin board so much. Like, my personal favorite, I think it's the do not lick ice walls. I really like that. I don't know why, maybe I'm weird. Let me know if you got a favorite. And if you want to put something on the bulletin board, let me know as well. You can probably guess what kind of farm this is. So I do need resin for the next kind of bit that I wanted to do for this episode. Let me run you through how this kind of works. So we've got the creaking heart there. This is the only one I've got at the moment. I'm going to have to expand this farm afterwards. But it's got 6 blocks on either side that it can form resin on. And then this piston wall will push on that resin, dropping it into the water stream. And the water stream will guide it into these hoppers, which I can deviate to a autocrafter. I want to test this farm first though, so I want to make some creaking hearts. So I'm going to wait for night time, which should be in a little bit, and then I can spawn at least one in, see if it spawns in the correct area, and then whack away. So it's meant to spawn in this watery area here, so that it gets guided to the middle. It's guided to the middle here, boom. Then all the creaking will collect in this little area here where I can whack away and kill them. Oh, they can spawn on redstone. I'll find a way to prevent that. There we go, all of them fit within these 3 spaces. Now I can hit all of them as well. Oh, there should be a lot of resin dropping. Yes. And it all gets funneled into the middle. Perfect. I mean, the night is young, but let's see how many we can get. That is just after one night of AFK. That will do for me. But we're going to continue on this farm in a different episode. This was just so I can get some resources for the next bit. There goes another impromptu decision. The key has been made. I wasn't sure about this shape, so I just made it bigger. I'm in love with it though. I couldn't have done it without the resin. It really pops out, I think. And then the nether portal is the final detail, and it's kind of steampunky, which I like. And then I know the wall is a little bit bland, but I can always spruce it up later. For now, I just had a couple of sporadic windows in there. Just to, well, first of all, provide a little bit of light and change it up a bit. I might put a couple down here still. And who knows, like I can make a door somewhere, a secret door, and I don't know, make something behind it. At the moment, every single thing I build, I'm looking for a reason for it. I don't know. It's sometimes I just want to build something because it looks cool. And for now, that's what we've done. So yeah, I had to wait for the server to update to get all this resin. So I'm happy that it did. I'm over the moon because this stuff. Perfect scaffold block. Look at this. And I'm done. Boom. And you don't bounce around like slime blocks either. I forgot that the ore lit up as well. Oh wow, look at the god rays. Oh, that's so cool. Bit of a shame I've got the ice wall there, because if the god rays shone on the key... Oh, that would be amazing. Let's have a look upstairs. People are chatting, and it's not suitable for YouTube, so I'm kind of walking around in F1. But, oh, look at this. I haven't seen this yet with shaders on. Hello, guys. You comfy? Oh, look at the reflection on the water. I can't wait for the next update on the server for the vibrant shaders, the vanilla type of shaders. Oh, it looks so lovely here. Yeah, I'm in love with this build, truly am. I need some heavy cores, and a lot of them. And I've got a problem. My key farm is not gonna cut it. I'm also gonna need to make preparations for the entrance of my mega base. So we're gonna be draining a massive area of ocean, because I want these. I want as many of these as possible. So make me a prediction. How many ominous keys do you think I'm gonna get? And how many heavy cores do you think I'm gonna get? And here we are back again on the 4EVER SMP. It's been a while since I've been here, and as you can see, I have finished the lake that I wanted to finish. Whoop, bit too far. Originally I wanted some glass on the top, but it's an ice lake. It's still translucent, and you can see a little bit of the ocean floor below, because there's glass below, and then it fades out into nothingness, and it just looks... I think it looks brilliant, and you don't need as many glass layers to get the fog effect, you know what I mean? I've also finished this little bridge here. So originally, this was going to be the size of my entrance. That has changed tremendously. So this is gonna be a big project. Again, this is the 4EVER SMP, we want to build big things, so... Yeah, this is gonna be massive, and I'm looking up intentionally. I've got a whole bunch that I need to clear out, including this mountain and this mountain. And I've made some improvements on the resin farm in between episodes, and it's working like a treat now. Look at this. Nope, not that one. Yeah, here we go. And that's not all of it. I think that was one night of AFK. Yeah. I've got more at the resin farm, but I was going to try and use these for dewatering everything. Yeah, all that resin will help me dewater everything behind here. So from doing this part, I know that sponges are the quickest way to go. But I'm gonna still try and adjust it. I've seen a method of someone doing it, and it might just be the fastest that I've ever seen. And as you can see, this is another huge area. Probably similar to the size that this was, to be honest. But, yeah, a lot of dewatering again. Look at that. It's insanity. But in any case, I've only got one stack of sponges to my name, so now I want to get some more. And like, regarding with the sponges, the more is the better, right? So let's just see how many we can actually get. If you want to do this quickly, by the way, I'm not gonna because I don't have the TNT at the moment, but if you want to, you could just cover some TNT here, put a redstone block next to it, and it will explode a hole into this so you can get to this guy easily. And then there's another guy in here, do the same thing, and then at the top, you do the same thing. The Guardians are always in the same spot, they're here, here, and here. I'm just gonna try and mine into the top and then make my way to the sides. That's basically how I do it if I don't have any TNT. Here we go. So, swiftness, strength, water breathing. Let's do this. I should check these things before I go in. This one had no sponge room whatsoever. It wasn't a complete loss though, because look at this. I've got the tight armor trim. I don't think I have that one yet. Nice. And of course the 3 sponges from the Elder Guardians. Sponges, sponges, sponges. But anyway, look at what we've got. Is it this one? Yes. So I've done 10 ocean monuments. And all of them... This is all the loot that I got from it. I got a trident along the way as well. 2 armor trims, a bunch of blocks, a bunch of shards, crystals, cod, and then heads. What is our total sponge count, you might be asking? I know Joshy Powers has a stack, and I've got a stack and a little bit myself. So I could get almost 9 stacks of sponges. There's a lot of ocean to clear for the kind of build that I'm doing. I don't know why I've done this to myself. It's a hassle, really. But I guess it's more impressive. Is that why I did it? To impress? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a guy playing a game. I love this area. I really love it. It does need some TLC. I need to put some snow layers down. We've also got the map to update. Oh, it's looking cool. I love it. I love making maps. Last source block of water. I still need to remove the icebergs, but like I wanted to see what it looked like without water. And you can clearly see where the water line was. Underneath, for some reason, there's a lot of pocket holes. Maybe that's to do with like reality as well, I don't know. But trying to repair all of my equipment in the end made me fall in the void and lose everything again. Along with the sponges that I raided earlier this episode. So I had to get some new ones, and I got more this time as well. So I've raided a lot of ocean monuments now. But because of that setback, I couldn't really finish mining the icebergs as I was gonna leave on a stay away for work again. So I made a handy dandy redstone contraption named Bleaker. And I've set it off, and while I was gone, it mined the whole area. Bleaker is sort of the mole of the server. He can dig whatever you want him to dig. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate it. Saved me a lot of time there. But now that the area is drained, we can crack on with designing. I haven't finished the design for the gate yet. So we're going to put our attention somewhere else. I just seen a copper trapdoor that is not waxed. It's only been a couple episodes ago that we made this massive key structure. This is my trial chamber key farm. So what I want to do in this episode is expand on it. So I've made a little door area here to dig into this chamber. And I've removed the spawners that were here, as you can see. I think I want to make a little storage area here. And this sort of square here that you've got, I'll just do a loop now, is, I think, perfect for the size that we've got. Maybe even a little bit too big, but hey, we build big things here. I have loads more trial chambers, spawners in this trial chamber. I want to make use of all of them, so I want to pacify all of them And the way I'm going to do that is by entering the room, defeating all of the spawners in that room, and dig in an area of 11 by 9 by 11 around the spawner. That's the idea. Let's try and survive it. But I need a lot of heavy cores in the future. And for that, I need to raid trial chambers and I need a lot of ominous keys. So we're giving this farm a massive update. Yeah, it's... I don't even know how much of an update it would be. I mean, I think it's 21 farms in total. Storage room is going to be here. I think I'm going to get rid of these pillars for now, but I do want to know where they were, because I do want some pillars. I've chosen a location for my starting point, so I think this will be pretty cool. So you come into the room through this door here, and then boom, you got the minecarts waiting here for you, ready to go. And I think I want to start with that. I have been at this for a while, and yeah, we are connected. There's a whole loop going down. Oh, hang on. So yeah, we want to avoid stuff like this. So I'm just going to deal with that guy. That one activated. And that one. And that one. I was worried about that bottom one. Oh, that one needs some digging out. And it looks like we missed the center one, but I believe we can fix that easily enough. Well, you gotta forgive me for the mess, but yeah, this is how we're gonna do it. This is not gonna be visible. I mean, it is when you're paying attention when you're in the minecart, but I think it will be fine. Gonna strip. We're gonna drink this, so we get some more ominous keys. And I suppose I could test the timer. Yeah, let's, so these two etho hopper clocks should be 1 hour and 40 minutes, which is what this is, before they go off. So I will check that everything is in there, and now it should be 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay. Let's fill our inventory with something that doesn't matter. Gravel. There we go, except for the first one. We'll put us on the first one. And then be on our way. Wrong way. Well, it's a good thing that I did, because a bog shot me. That took a little while. I had to expand every single farm. Because even though the radius was right, I double checked, they were still spawning outside of the chambers. So I dug everything around the chambers out, and I just expanded the farm a little bit. I've also connected everything up. So now, unless there's a chamber I completely forgot about, everything should go to the storage room. Where am I going now? So now everything should go in into these chests. We've got keys, ominous keys, and miscellaneous. Got a fair bit of keys. I don't think I will ever use these trial keys. I might. But this is what I was after. Look at these. Almost a stack. Plus the ones in the filter. I'm going to need to go on a massive trial chamber run. Because I need 11 heavy cores. Got loads of food stuff. But really, apart from the golden carrots, I don't think I want anything anymore. I got potions of swiftness, I've got potions of regeneration, and I've got potions of strength. So all of that, again, like all stuff that we didn't have, perfect. I'm gonna wait until the spawners reset, because some of them have been activated whilst doing this. I'm gonna wait until they've all reset, and then we're gonna do a full loop, and I can show you guys. So this is how I'll put myself AFK before going on this run. So while we're still in the testing phase, I think it will be safer if I just put all my gear away. We don't want any accidents now, do we? I want this to be running. But I want it to be completely reset. Boom. Now the timer is running. And I will get a potion every now and again. Then I want to make sure that I don't get any... Oh, by the way, I've got 2 heavy cores at the moment. I will need a couple more for something that I've got planned soon. And it's got nothing to do with the maze. We need to make sure that this rail goes that way. That is the end. This is the start. We get in the minecart. Boom. And then if we do the F3 plus T trick whilst right-clicking, holding in right-click, we will perpetually be holding right-click. But I'm not doing that just yet. So as you can see, all of the chambers are activating as I run past them. And then the mobs will automatically get killed. Obviously, we need to spruce up this whole hallway. Don't worry about that. That might be a future episode, or this one. We'll see. But all of the trial chambers should be activating as I run past them. It's not that long of a run, but it's, yeah, it's 21 spawners, something like that. It's not too bad, not too bad. Here we go, and I think we've got one more chamber after this. Going up. This is technically the first roller coaster that I've ever made in Minecraft. Here we go, last chamber. And all of the chambers are hooked up to the storage system, and everything should be coming in. And if I want to end the run, well, either I do it in time and the minecart just goes in its position, or I just get out and the minecart will eventually make its way back. Yeah, this is so great. I've never made an intricate farm like this, like, ever. This was something that I'm not used to, and this was definitely something that I really enjoyed doing. It was complicated at times, don't get me wrong. Logistics always are for me, but yeah, I enjoyed it nonetheless. Looks like we're getting a lot of potions. Oh, wow. All of a sudden, like, oh, four keys or something like that. So I'm planning a mega AFK session now, and I want to get as many keys as possible, because tomorrow I am going on a massive trial chamber run. Because I want these. I want as many of these as possible. So make me a prediction. How many ominous keys do you think I'm going to get? And how many heavy cores do you think I'm going to get? I enlisted the help of the two most powerful people that I knew. The power of Joshi and the architect of time itself. I gave him a couple of shulkers that I prepared for them. I also gave a quick demonstration of how the key farm worked. And they were impressed to see the giant key inside the copper mine for themselves. But I had a whole list of locations in a short amount of time, so we were on our way. Very simple, fly to the location and dig down. Eventually you'll hit the trial chamber. We made base camp and then we went around slaughtering a whole bunch of mobs. Before we knew it, we lost time. Oh, and then there was this creeper who gave me a big scare. After a fair while, I finally got my first heavy core. I might have been quicker on my own, but honestly watching these two goof off just made it all worthwhile. We've done 6 trial chambers in the end, and there were a lot of mobs slain by us that day. We also collected a lot of resources. But without further ado, please enjoy a really cool cut that I've made of some flashback recordings.
that was so much fun. That was like the first proper session that I had hanging out with those guys. Thank you very much, Time Architect and Joshy Powers, for joining me on this adventure. But what have we got? So, Time had a lot of copper now, which we were fighting, and then all of a sudden I just see him mining away. It was pretty funny. But I've got 11 heavy cores, which is what I wanted for one of my upcoming projects. Oh, it's a shame Bleaker left, because all of these are for him. I'll make sure that he gets them. It would have been more, but I died. So, sorry, Bleaker. And then I've got loads of random crap that I don't need, actually. And then all of this. So yeah, that is a lot. Smithing templates and a name tag and some music discs, some shirts. Oh, some diamonds. I forgot. There you go.
Yep, the big key farm we made a couple of days ago. It came in handy because I got what I needed from it, but since this is a project that is exposed to our main project, we're going to be decorating it up. And you know me, I like decorating all of my farms anyway. So I had a big clear out here because there was a lot of materials left over, and I just put them in the main storage. For now, there's a lot of materials. Once I make a storage room, I'm probably going to be spending a full week getting all the materials where they need to be. Also, my voice might be a little bit funny now. I just had 2 teeth removed, and the pain hasn't kicked in yet. So, yeah. But we got some materials. I was just wandering around, trying to pre-plan a little bit. Unfortunately, some of the layout isn't really that great. I've only got like a single wall here. I would like to do something with the wall so you get a little bit of depth in them. And then with the chambers, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I was also trying to contemplate some color palettes, and I think I'm just gonna implement the color palette of the key here. Maybe a couple of elements we can take from it as well. I'm gonna be freehanding this, nothing has been made in creative, so let's see how that turns out. And I think we should start with the little hall that we have here. This might need to move, but that's simple enough. It's just 2 ether hopper clocks connected to each other. I just got into the zone and I was cooking. I completed the full lobby. Let me show you. We got a little stairway down. Boom. Look at this. Yes. Oh yes. This. I was cooking, I tell you. It might not be completely finished because I like these shapes on the wall. Just inside is a little bit bare, I think, but I gotta brainstorm a little bit more about what to do with that. Our chests remain untouched, so we've still got all the keys and food where it's supposed to go. And then I changed all the bottle, like a potion storage, to some barrels in the floor. And then both these and this is from the key outside. I just implemented them here, and honestly, like this shape in particular, I really like it. It's like a skull candy skull, if you know that brand. Obviously haven't done anything in there. I put all of my shulker boxes in here just out the way so I can just work in here. The floor, I kept the spawning area platforms, the spawner platforms, just to keep something of the original design. And then a little pattern on the floor. I think it looks great. You can tell it's a trial chamber, and it's unique at the same time. And on this side, I have a viewing window of our ether hopper clock.
So again, this one is calibrated to fire up something on that redstone line every hour and 14 minutes, which will be our potion dispensary. But this hallway is most likely going to change because... So working on the track now, I think I need a design for horizontal and for diagonal hallways. Might have to dig this out a little bit. So I think I'm going to work with this one because I believe from that room... So yeah, we can poke out here. That doesn't matter because none of this is visible. And then... Yes, so from this chamber, we're a couple of blocks removed. So I'll take this as my true wall and potentially move this track over. We'll see if I need more space and decorate this one. And then this hallway is going to have to move sideways. But we've got loads of space here, so that's fine. But this is probably going to be taking the most of the time because I need to move all the hallways accordingly. Because initially this was the original size, and I didn't really care for aesthetics. But it's a forever world, and this is a permanent farm, so we need to decorate it. But I think I set us off on a good start, so let's see if we can keep the juices going and get these hallways made. Well, what do you think? It's simplistic, sure, but I think we've got something good here. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to be AFK whilst using this farm, so this is probably not necessary. But I think I'm happy with this design. Oh, I need to put some trapdoors on the frog lights here. But I think I'm happy with this design. Usually what I do is, when I think I'm happy with something, I leave it for a night, and then the next morning, I log back in and I'll see if I still like it or not. And that's a good indicator. Nice little trick for you there. But this hallway is definitely going to have to move one. And I've sort of come up with a couple ideas for the ground floor. So these are going to be the walls, which I just continued over here. And then this will be the ceiling design. With these as like the borders in between ceilings. And then a couple of pillars on the side. Again, minimalistic, but I think it'll do the trick. Really, I should drink bad omen potions whilst I'm building this, because these I've activated a couple times now, and I'm collecting keys from them, so yeah, they'd be handy. Oh, see, there you go. And especially when I'm working in these chambers, which I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but it would be nice to get some ominous keys. Not that I need them, but, you know. Well, at least the farm is running while I'm building. Which one? I need to label these. But this is coming together. I want to have a look at what it looks like in the minecart. So this is correct. And why not? Let's, here we go. Let's drink an ominous potion. Get some better loot. Very resource heavy, but we are getting there, and it looks a hell of a lot nicer when you're in it. Again, I'm not putting too much detail into it because, well, I'm gonna be AFK while I'm using this. So I won't be seeing any of this, but it's nice to know that it's, like, done. This is gonna be an issue. Not an issue, I just need to figure out what to do. Every single chamber is different, so I need different designs for all of it. And then, obviously, all of the hallways I need to do as well. Drop shoot should be easy enough. I don't foresee any problems. This is a problem, like big chambers like this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what we can do for that. And just like that, all of the hallways are done. Yep, I've spent a full day on it, but all of the hallways are done, all of the ups and downs are done, and yeah, the drop shoots are the downs.
And I've made a start on the first chamber. The issue I'm having is I could come up with a concept to hide all of the hoppers, for example, and incorporate this room and make it look all nice and pretty. However, as I said, all of the rooms are a different size and a different shape, so I can't make anything really uniform. So, this is what I came up with. At first it was all black concrete, and it's just jarring, because this stuff is truly black. But then I decided to put some skulk in there, and I think it's interesting enough. And then with these ornaments, I think that is enough detail. So your eye gets like drawn to the actual farms, and to the details. I put the dispenser back as well, so now I can get potions. But now that all of the hallways are done and we have our concept for our rooms, we need to do all of the rooms. I've only done one so far, and I'm just taking a bad omen potion to get some better loot. Yeah, we've got a lot of rooms to do. Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is all of the spawners need to be able to activate, so I need to pay close attention if they do. I can't put too many blocks in the way, because my character needs line of sight. So while I'm going to be in the farm decorating, I might as well bring a couple of bad omen potions. I have no clue if there's any benefit to lower tiers of bad omen. I might just keep the 5s and eventually make a filter for this farm. But that's a project for a later time. This is going to be a big project as well, so I need some more time. It is going to look sweet when it's in the background of our village. But for now, let's continue on this farm. Whoa! How did I take no damage? Well, that was a lot of block placing. This is a couple of days later, and I gotta say, I cannot tell you how happy I am with the entrance here, especially now that I've cleaned everything up. It's looking really good. And then let me show you what I've done with the rooms. So the rail is good. I still got the trial omen. I'm not going to do an AFK session now, but let's go and have a look. Yes, it's not overly detailed, however, this is an AFK spot, so I'm not going to see it consciously too much. Really, it's for my character. But look at this. This is like a, well, all the spawners have been activated recently, but this is sort of like a theme park kind of feeling, which is what I wanted. There's some spider webs there, probably from when I was building. I need to clear those. As far as I can tell, every now and again, just some fire stays behind from all the arrows that hit you and whatever when you have bad omen on. But that's the extent of it. There shouldn't be any spider webs or anything like that. That's probably from when I was building. Aha! This is why we test things. I need to fix that. I'll just put a redstone block here, and then that will be that sorted. So near the end here, originally I was coming from the left over here, but I had to kind of go down and up and all around because there's other things in the way that I cannot mess with. Yeah, I had to improvise a little bit, but that is fine. Again, this is an AFK sort of farm. We're not going to be here for too long. The main reason I'm concerned with is it spawn proof, which it is, and will it give me what I want? And it does. So that is kind of a little tick off the list. I've got a massive list of plans and things in the future that I want to take care of on the server. Hopefully before this year ends, but it's taken me a while. I even haven't started on my starter base yet, technically. And look at this, the farm has been running. I've got so many keys that I will never use. Oh, Joshy's draining an ocean at the moment. I know what that feels like. Yep, all of this is basically setting scene building for my actual base. This is not my base. Guys, this is not my base. I haven't even started on my base yet, and I've almost been on this server for a full year.
But I have got plans for that. I have finally finished designing the entrance to my mega base, which will be behind me. You see that little circle over there? That's nothing. Nothing. I have started gathering all of the materials for the mega base, and once that is done, we can get ahead with it. Finally, after like, well, we're October. After 10 months, we will be starting on the entrance. I am so excited. I cannot wait to start. Today we're getting started on our mega base. I like this cave. It's been good to us. All of these farms have gotten us to the point where we are at now. But we've been here long enough. We need to make some big things because we are on the 4EVER SMP. So let's get going with this resource gathering. So this ice wall has got to go because this is not going to be the size of my entrance anymore. It's going to be big. It's going to be very big. And we're going to need lots of resources. So let's get on that resource grind. Just to show you what we're up against, we've got a lot of bulky stuff here. A lot of shulker boxes. And then we've got, towards the end, lots of random stuff. I have been very busy in creative. First up, packed ice. I've gathered a lot of packed ice already, but yeah, all of it has been used. We need some blue ice as well. We've got some. We're definitely going to need more, and I believe we need, yeah, we've got all the ice, regular ice that we need. We need some cobalt deep slate and blackstone. Very bulky this one, but easy to get. Gathering coal wasn't too bad. I just mined what I had, and the rest of it I got from Death Dealer and Time Architect. Thank you very much, guys. We've also got some weird stuff like purple glass, magenta glass, blue glass, a lot of glass. So we need to trade with some villagers, and we need to get some dye gathering going. Then I need a whole bunch of mangrove roots, I need some bone blocks, I need skulk, creaking hearts. I need some lodestones as well. I've never used them in a build, but I like the way I've done it here. Sounds like weird materials, but trust me guys, you're gonna want to see the end result. Every time I think I'm close to done, the list just keeps on growing. We've got chains, we've got crying obsidian, we've got respawn anchors, and these are only a couple of the resources that we've got on this massive list. But now, after I don't want to know how many hours, we are finally done. We've got all of the resources and I've laid them out nicely so we can get cracking with the entrance to our mega base. Finally, let's go. And just like that, we've got an entrance to the mega base. Who knew it could go so quick? It didn't go quick at all. This was about 5 days of streaming. By the way, I streamed all of this on Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, lovely. I love it. You know, you can see like a little bit of the nether wart poking out there. It's so ominous. We're not done for this episode. I'm going to be changing all of this into light blue stained glass as well. And then maybe sort out the bottom here as well. Look how big it is. It's just so grand. And then I'm really happy with these. These are cauldrons with lava in it. And then if you put an anvil on top of it, it's completely hidden, but it still emits light. So perfect for like a hidden detail like that. So when, this is funny to me as well, such a big base, but you've got a 1x3 gap to actually get inside the base. And then we've got this hallway here. Not too sure about these faces, that might change in the future. But we've got the hallway, we've got a little skull here, because it's a Necromancer base. We go up, and then this will be a giant, and I mean giant ice cave. But this whole biome around me is going to be terraformed by yours truly. I'm not that competent in terraforming yet, so I'm going to need to do a crash course in Axiom, I believe. Luckily, I've got a lot of talented people on the server who are versed in Axiom. Advantages of being on an SMP. So now I need to figure out what to do with this front here, and then we can call it a day. I'm not going to worry about the sides too much yet. I'm just going to focus on where this line meets the base. I'll be streaming this whole process on Twitch as well. So if you're interested in catching a stream of mine, feel free to go to Twitch and subscribe. Or follow. Whatever it is on Twitch. Well, it looks amazing in my opinion. This is exactly what I was trying to go for. Yeah, exactly what I was trying to go for. I love it. Oh, look at the water. Oh, that looks so cool. I mean, you know, ice. Glass, really, but it looks so cool. I think this will be amazing when it's all said and done. I mean, it already looks incredible, I think. Extremely proud of what I've done here. And I'm very happy with the ocean bed as well. You can see all the way through now. So the only thing that I need to figure out, but that's not going to be for this episode because I'm out of time, is I'm thinking of having a transition between the packed ice and the light blue glass with regular ice. Oh, looks like we forgot one. Yeah, so amazing. I don't know what the next step in this whole adventure is. I'm hoping to get my storage room sorted soon. And I want to get the ice cave done as well at some point, but all of that is going to take a whole lot of time designing. But I'm very happy that we managed to do this before the new year. Yeah, I've been on the server for a full year now, almost, and yeah, I've only just got my entrance done. Oh well, good things take time, I suppose. I've been on this server for almost a year, but somehow I'm still using the day 1 nether portal setup. So today that ends. We're finally building my 4EVER nether portal. Well, at least the nether side. Baby steps. We're staying committed to the Necromancer theme, and honestly this might be one of the most impressive builds that I've done so far, even though it's relatively small compared to my usual build. You know, like the Witch Flower, the Necro Gate, both of which took a really long time. Anyways, I hope I hooked you enough. If I did, please subscribe and give the video a like. Now let's get into this episode. Oh, hey there. Yep, I'm mining coal. Well, I'm just going around my different project sites, if you remember this witch farm flower that we made a couple episodes ago, and just looking what I can find, really, and then hopefully I've got enough for the next project.
We are making a nether portal today. It's time that on the nether roof, which is our nether hub on this server, I make my stand. I clearly mark out where I'm at, and I think what I've got planned is definitely a marker. So let me just mine up what I can see here, and then I'll give you an example of what we were kind of thinking for our nether roof. I do need to be careful over here. Alright, so here we are on the lovely nether roof. My paths are kind of highlighted by a torch trail, which is always how I've done it, but the rest of the people on this server all have coloured carpets. We had a meeting the other day on how we're going to handle the nether hub, whether we're going to do it below the roof or on top of the roof. See, you can see the carpets here. And we've decided essentially that we're going to do it on top of the nether roof. If you follow this carpet trail all the way over that way, you'll get to spawn. But this is what I wanted to show you. So, Boss Builds has an amazing flower capital build in the overworld. It's a One Piece reference, and he done such a brilliant job on this. So, for his nether roof like indicator where his portal is, he made a replica of the flower capital, and it looks amazing. This sort of inspired me, but I don't want to just blatantly copy people, even though he said he was fine if other people did the same thing. I am making a Necromancer base, so I'm going to make a Necromancer portal on top of the nether roof, and that will indicate where my area is. This is going to be the permanent location of the portal. So at the moment, we'll just have to do with this little box here, but at least the view is blocked by the tree. Get down, you. I have a lot of blocks to collect again, so let's get to it. I'm making a Necromancer base, but I'm not really looking the part, am I? It's a bit too happy, and to be honest, this skin has been done way too many times, so we gotta do something about it. And there we go, a little bit more evil. I like it. Well, I'm having to smelt up a whole lot of sand into glass, so I'm having to do this at the nether perimeter project. This is an upcoming project for way down the line, because it's not going to be finished anytime soon. And then the other issue I'm facing is I've got all this glass now. I need a lot of purple glass. And this is currently my full supply of blue dye. I'm going to need to make a flower farm. And now I'm tired of always needing wool, and I don't have a decent wool setup. This guy is my wool farm at the moment, so as you can see, not very efficient at all. And the zombie piglin isn't helping either. So we'll be making a wool farm so we don't have to worry about any of this anymore. And just like that, a couple hours and the whole thing is set up. But we've got our wool set up now. This will be running whenever I want to. I'm probably going to have this guy wait here overnight. And then, come on, mate. And then we'll see how much we've got. This is the important one. This is the guy I need. So we need 7 stacks and... yeah, 7 stacks and 61. So basically 8 stacks that we need from this guy. Hey, every time we need a color of wool, all of the others will harvest as well. And then slowly but surely, we're going to have what we need pretty much instantaneously. I hope. Now that we've got all of the materials gathered, I think it's high time to start building. Please enjoy the time lapse.
So that is another big project completed. Let's have a little bit of a look. Oh yeah. It's a shame I can't get Distant Horizons to work. My computer is not good enough. So I'm gonna need to buy a new computer at some point. Really happy with this bridge as well. Sort of gothic with all the spikes and everything. So far, no ghasts have spawned ever since completing this build, so I'm very happy about that. If there's any interest in how I get these kind of shapes, I was thinking of making a short soon to kind of explain my thought process. Additionally, I was thinking of doing some live streams recently for the next project. So let me explain what I'm kind of envisioning, but on the other side. I need to put some turtle eggs somewhere. Yeah, so we've got a little box here, and obviously it's not going to stay a box, but I have no idea what to put there. So the inspiration for the other side was a soul lantern. I don't want to be doing another soul lantern on this side. Give me some help. Give me some suggestions in the comments. So I'm going to need your help on this one. Please put in the comments whatever you would put on the overworld side. Has to be Necromancer themed, though. But anyway, this is not the interesting side. The interesting side is the other side. After stealing all of the server's dark blocks, I think I'm out of time now. I'm sort of going to take a little break in the month of December, since Christmas is coming along, and I would like to spend the time with my friends and family. But that doesn't mean there's not going to be any content. I'm going to continue the Sub-Skulk series, and additionally I'm planning a special little project as well that I think you guys are going to enjoy. Well, we've clearly put down our mark on the server, I'm happy with it, and yeah, see you guys in the next episode. Bye! And then we fade out.